friends, welcome back to my channel. So tonight we have, if you watch my Dollar Tree haul, I don't know if it's going to come out before or after this video, but if you watch it, you're going to see these. I watch a YouTuber, Steve McDonald's Arts and Crafts. He's an amazing YouTube resin artist. He loves to do all kinds of neat things with the resin, and I was watching his video the other day, and I'm doing a craft show in December, Christmas craft show, and I wanted to get some stuff ready for Christmas, and I have some regular ornaments, but then he had these on his channel, and I fell in love. I was like, okay, this is going to be perfect. So I went to the link in his channel, and I ordered these. And what they are is they're little Christmas molds. And if you look at them here, I've got a tree, I've got a little snowman, and he's embossed inside, if you notice that. And what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to take a little bit of mica powder and brush it on him to enhance him even more. And then I'm going to pour some transparent colors in because you want them to be transparent. I will tell you why in just a second. You have a reindeer. You have a Santa Claus. You have some snowman family in an ornament. And you have, I believe it is a star with a bow over the top of it. Possibly something, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe something to do, I don't know. I was going to say something, but I'm not 100% sure, so I don't want to say it. So what this is you get these, and these molds come, and they come with this little piece hanging off the side of it here. You might be wondering, what is that piece for? So we're going to cut that little piece off the side. And you can use these molds two different ways. One, you could just do this, and you could just fill it up and call it good. The other is you take this piece of plastic and you put it inside of here when you do your mold. And you're going to put it through the hole until you're all the way down to the top. And then you're going to pour your resin in, and when you take your resin out, you're going to have a hole in the top of your ornament. And that hole is for these lights. You're going to put the lights in there. They're battery operated. It has 20 lights, so you make 20 ornaments. You could do 20 Santas if you wanted to do 20 Santas. You could do 20 of these. You could do a mixture. Tonight we're going to do, I think we'll probably do, I'm thinking Santa Claus for sure. This one I'm just not 100% sure if I'm going to like that design. So we're going to wait on that one. And whatever I do, I want to be able to do it 5 times. So I've got 5 here that I really like. I think we're going to do the Christmas tree. And then we're going to do the snowman. The big snowman himself, Santa, and we're going to do the reindeer. So I'm going to put you on a pause. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to mix up my resin. I'm going to cut these little things off and put them in here. And then I will come back and show you how I'm going to embellish some of these. The Christmas tree, of course, is going to get glitter. The reindeer, I'm probably going to do mica powder, a brown mica, because I don't have anything. I could mix maybe a brown out of ink, but I'm out of the resin pigment. But I think I'm going to just do it out of some brown mica powder. I think I have a brown mica powder. That way I can still make it semi-transparent. And you'll be able to see the lights through it. That's why you want it to be transparent, is because you want to be able to see your light through it. So I'm going to put you on a brief pause. I'm going to get my resin mixed up. And then I will come back and show you how we're doing this.
A few moments later.
Okay, I'm back, guys. I got my resin mixed up here. And I mixed up way too much resin intentionally because I have some other Resin Christmas molds that are just regular Christmas ornaments that I'm going to use the excess resin in. So I'll do that depending on what's left. But right now I'm concentrating on doing these and making them all prettified. So I've got it divided up into several different little cups here. And I know I want to do a green because we're going to do the Christmas tree in green. And I have a grass green and I have a jade green. So I'm thinking the jade green is probably going to be the color I want to go for here. We'll mix it a little bit and we'll see. See what we get here. About 5 drops probably. Because I'm going to put some glitter in it. Because that's going in the Christmas tree. Be sure you stir your pigment really, really good. And like I said, I want it to be semi-transparent because I want the lights to be able to show. You want to be able to see your lights inside. Otherwise, it kind of defeats the purpose of making this. And I did not cut these. Oh, what am I doing? Guys, I did not put these in here before I mix my resin. Yeah, and they're kind of closed over the ends and make it really hard to put in there. Alright, let me... There we go. So, poke a hole in there so I can put my little stoppers in here. And do that right quick on all the rest of these. Just gotta pop a little hole there. And I'm pushing these all the way down to this little thing. All the way down to the little nub. I've already got this one in. I'm gonna cut this one off and we'll do it. And if you decided you didn't want to use these as a light up ornament and you just want to use it as a regular ornament, what I had gathered by looking at the website and stuff is that instead of putting it in like I did all the way down, you would take the short end and put it in here, pour your resin, and then that way when you go to demold it, you don't have the hole all the way through it. So if I'm reading the instructions right, I got a hair in there. Come on. Alright. So, now, sorry, back to that. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so we got the green here. Let me get my gloves on. Guys, when you're using resin, be sure you use your PVE when you're mixing the resin. I mix mine out on my porch, so I'm outside when I'm mixing it. That way I'm not breathing in any fumes or anything. And I use my gloves pretty regularly. Occasionally, if it's something that I know I'm not going to make a mess, it's just going to be something pretty simple. I don't if I'm trying to film a video because sometimes these gloves don't want to cooperate. But if I get it on my skin, I do wash it quickly. But guys, if you're working with this, even though it says it's non-toxic, you know, it's still a chemical in the grand scheme of things. So you don't want to get, you know, you don't want to have any issues. So just to be on the safe side, wear your PPE, you know. Like I said, I mix mine outside. I'm sitting right here by an open door. I have a fan blowing on me. Alright, so guys, I got my resin. I've got my glitter. And I got the green pigment. I think I want just another... No, I don't. Okay. So, the reason I like these little cups. I like my silicone cups too, but I only have a couple of them, so I'm not going to use those. But the reason I like these paper cups is because you can squeeze the paper cup and be able to pour your resin out to get it into the little nooks and crannies that you need to get it into. want to fill this up to the top of your mold. And you want to be sure it's filled up enough to cover your light. Alright. So, that one's done. And I have just a tiny bit here, which I may use in one of these others. Actually, I think I'm going to pour it in. Okay, got something in this one. I'll pour it in this one down here. I'm going to use my tape here in a minute and get that other out of there. This might be a montage mold here. Snowflake, it might be a couple different colors. Actually, it's going to feel pretty good with this one. Might need just a little shot in it. I can put some clear in there. Alright, let me scrape what little bits left in here. I did not use my fast curing resin, guys, because I'm trying to save it for a time when I really need to fast cure something. Alright. So I'm going to set this off to the side. Now my second color that I'm going to do, I think I want to use some mica powder. And I think I'm going to brush some mica powder on to my snowman. I'm trying to think what color I want to do him that I'm going to pour over. I think I'll do white over the top of him, but I'm thinking about doing maybe a red gold. So I'm just going to pop my lid off of here. I haven't opened this yet. Alright. Let me grab my brush. I have a whole bunch of these inexpensive brushes. They're so handy for the mica powder because they didn't cost me a whole lot. They're not like super high quality brushes, but they work. So, I do have several. I have a lot of them. I bought them at a yard sale, I think, and I got a really good price on them. It was like a quarter for the whole bag or something. So I'm going to brush our mica powder here on the snowman. He's so pretty. And you could do this whatever theme your Christmas tree is. So, like if you were doing a tree that was done in, I know there's a lot more colors now than there used to be in Christmas trees, but say you're doing a color that maybe is teal or purple, you could do your own ornaments and you could make them purple and whatever colors match your color scheme. If you're doing all red, if you're doing all gold, you could 100% make this match. Alright guys, so you can see here, I have him all nice and embossed, and then I'm going to take and I'm going to dump my mica powder just over the top of here. There shouldn't be a whole lot loose, but if any of it falls in, it's going to fall in this little mold right here. Alright, so this one we're going to add, I'm going to add white. That's going to be our pigment color for this, for our little snowman here. I'm going to do quite a bit of white because I'm going to fill up a couple more of these molds with it. Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's going to be nice. Alright. I think it was a piece of resin from when I made these one other time. Alright, so I have my white here. I'm going to stir this really good. squeeze my cup and pour my white in. So if you guys don't follow Steve, if you haven't checked out his channel, which if you're into resin, I'm sure you probably have, because he is just, he's kind of like a resin guru. But he makes some of the most beautiful stuff. And he's hilarious. He is such a funny guy. Alright, so I think I might need to add just a tiny bit more. I do see some of my mica powder is floating around in there, but that's okay. It's just going to make it a little bit shimmery. Alright, and now the rest of my white I'm going to pour into this snowflake. And if we don't have enough, these molds here don't take a whole lot, but the others tend to take a little bit more. So when I do my red and I do that one. Alright. Looking pretty good here, guys. Alright, now we're going to take our next color and let's see if I have this whole pack of mica powder, and I have one called brown. Imagine that. And that's going to be for our reindeer. And what I may do after it's all said and done is, because I kind of want to do it anyway, I want to make the reindeer Rudolph. So after I demold it, I might take my acrylic pen and make a little red dot on the end of his nose and make him Rudolph. Alright, so I think that ought to be plenty of mica powder. I just dumped a little bit in there. I didn't really measure it. Oh, and I gotta turn this around, because I have that turned the wrong way. I would be upset because I would not be able to get my lights down in there. Alright. Now, I'm going to be sure you stir your mica powder really, really good in here. I think I have too much. Pretty sure I do. I have too much in it. I don't know how transparent it's going to be. I'm hoping it still will be transparent enough you'll be able to see the light through it. It's going to be a test. So we're going to squeeze this. And we're going to see if we can get it. Gotta be sure we get plenty up here in his antlers. Ah, put it right over the end. Okay, I thought I had enough mixed up with this, but I do not, because it's not covering the back side here good enough. Alright, so what I'm going to do, since I do not have enough mixed up here to fill that in, I've got some clear made up. I'm going to, because I want it to thin out a little bit anyway, I'm just going to pour a little bit of this clear in here to finish filling it. Alright. So we've got him full. And the pigment's going to move around a little bit and stuff, so it's not like it's going to be just all in one spot. Alright, so we're going to close these up so I don't make a mess with these. And then, I think with my snowman, I think I'm going to use, do I have a white Or do I have it silver? I know I have it silver. I have it silver gray. I don't know if I'm doing silver gray, I think. I'm going to do regular silver if I have it. Oh, here we go. I have a pearl white. That'll be perfect. So I'm going to do my snowman, and I'm going to do the embossing in the pearl white. And then I'm going to fill it with green. No. Yeah, green. We're going to fill it with the other green. So I'm going to pour the green in here. Alright, I'm going to stir that up really good. This is grass green. The other color was jade green. No, emerald green. Was it emerald? No, jade green. It was jade green. So the color we did the tree with was jade green. And the color that we're going to do the ornament with is grass green. So I'm going to take my mica powder, which I know this one's probably not open. I don't think I've used this one. Got these on Amazon, guys. They're such a good deal on these. It's not a name brand company, I don't think. But so far, I've been pleasantly surprised with, number one, the pigmentation of it. It's just really doesn't take much at all. So, gonna dip our brush in there, and we're gonna brush the bottom of this. And then we're gonna push it around. Like I said, it doesn't take a lot. And I tend to use way too much because I really love the sparkles. Really love the glittery and the shiny and the pretty. So I tend to go overboard when I'm doing this, but you can see here, oh, let me get his hat underneath here. Alright. Very pretty. Can you see this, guys? Can you see the embossing on it? Alright. Close that up so I don't make a mess. Actually, we're going to keep that here because I think we may use the same color on Santa and then fill him in with red. So we're going to fill this in with green. And I know I'm going to need more here. Which is alright because I've got the green right here handy. And I have more resin. Like I said, I mixed up extra resin because I do have another project that's going on. And I'm going to use it for it as well. Alright. So let me add some more resin, clear resin to this. Actually, no, I'm going to just use this one. And we'll just take the stick here. And I'm going to take my green again. Give it a few squirts. And then we stir it up really, really good. Alright. So now we will pour this. Like I said, you want to make sure this little plastic piece right here is completely covered because your light goes in there. And you want the light to be inside of your ornament. So you do have to fill these pretty much up to the top. I don't think I have enough to go in there, so we may add that with another one and pour it in this other one. Alright. This might not be enough for Santa. I'm going to add a little bit more of the clear to this. Alright. So I'm going to take the same pearl white mica powder and I'm going to brush it on Santa. Hope everyone's doing alright. And I hope you don't get tired of Christmas crafts, because that's probably what we're going to be seeing a few of. And I'll throw a few miscellaneous other things in as well along the way, guys. I promise it won't just be Christmas crafts. But it's going to be quite a bit, because I am doing this craft show, like I said, and I want to be sure I have plenty of stuff made up for the craft show. And there'll be some other stuff in there as well. We're going to do some jewelry and some different things that aren't Christmas necessarily, but will sell good at the craft fair. I have a lot of jewelry resin molds. I have different other kinds of jewelry. I can do wire wrap jewelry, different things like that as well. Tons of beads, a whole bunch of beads. So we have options there of other kinds of videos, but a lot will be Christmas. I am warning you ahead of time, and I am going to be trying to post a video a day, every day, hopefully. Like I said, I'm going to try. It's not a promise, it's not a guarantee, but because I do have a full-time job as well. But my hours are evening hours, so I get off work and I can come home and come out here and play in my art room and make a few videos and post them and still be able to work. So I am going to try, but bear with me if we're only getting 6 out a week or 5 out a week. For whatever reason, if it's been a long week. The hurricane came through last night. We only ended up getting a tropical storm part of it. Hopefully nobody got a lot of damage from it. You know, it was only a category 1. And I got to work with this resin fairly quickly because it is getting warm. I do have a 45-minute work time on this resin, but I've been jabbering away, and I mixed the resin right before the video. I don't want it to get thick and alright. So Santa is full. So now I'm going to pour the rest of this red in this mold here. I don't know if you guys can see this. Can you see this mold? Not really. Let me move them up here. There we go. They are snowflake molds. And they are just a Christmas ornament. So all these are just going to be pretty little Christmas ornaments that I can take with me to my craft show. Alright, let me move this out of the way until we're ready for it. And I'm going to pull my tree out over here. I have a bigger tree here, but these, like I said, these aren't the light up ones. These are just regular molds. And we're going to use the rest of this resin and try to make a few more. I do have another tree, or a bell. I have a bell here. So we may use these as well. I don't know how much resin. I have enough to know for at least 2. So I want to use, my, what color mica powder do I want to use in my tree? I'm going to use green again. I think I'm going to use the gold. There's a little star right inside the Christmas tree. And I just want to dab a touch of mica powder on it. So when I pour it, and that's way more than a touch. That's what I said, I kind of go overboard with the mica powder. That was way more than a touch. Way more than a touch here. Alright. So that's alright. We'll use it for the snowflake too. So we're going to rub a little bit of this off. I'm still going to have some of it in here, which I don't really care because it's going to make it glittery and sparkly. But I want to try to get... Yeah, that's not happening. I just brushed it all in. So if we're going to do that, we might as well just do it all the way, huh? Get the gold back out here. So we're just gonna gold in the tree, and then we'll put some green. We'll do the whole tree here in gold. And I think we're gonna use, I think I kinda like the other green here better, the jade green. And we're gonna dump that right in here. Because I'm gonna brush the snowflake with it as well. Alright.
The next day.
Hello my friends. Okay, well we're back. So, my last video cut off right before the end when I was pouring the last one of these regular ornaments, and yeah, I ran out of storage on it. I have ordered me an SD card. This is what happens when you're trying to post daily and you work. So, these are done. They're all cured. These are the ones that you put the lights in. Like I said, the strand comes with 10 little lights, so I'm going to make, no, 20 lights, so I'm going to make more of these to go on this set. I am going to try to buy another set with only the 10 on it. Then you can sell them for a little less expensive, but to make 20 of these and put them on a set of ornaments, you know, you're going to want to charge enough that you're going to pay for your cost for your resin and stuff and your supplies. So, I think I'm going to try, I think the one he had 10. So I'm going to try to find them. So from what I can kind of gather, just kind of checking these out as I've been going along, we're gonna pull out the little stopper here, and we're gonna make sure we don't lose those because that's what's gonna go back in later to our mold. Matter of fact, when we're done demolding these, we can put them back in the mold itself. So now we're just peeling the mold away carefully because we don't want to tear it. They do feel like they're pretty good quality molds, so I don't think they're gonna like super tear, but you do want to be easy because you've got the little ridges on this tree. And we're almost off here. Alright. Oh, that turned out cute. My glittery, sparkly tree. And when we're done, I'm going to put the lights in them, so I'm going to let anybody know ahead of time, you know, if you have any issues with lights, flashing lights or anything like that, when to look away. But for now, we're just demolding them. That's cute. I like that. This one I'm worried about when I put the light in if it's going to show. Simply because of the fact that I used the white and I kind of went a little heavy with it. And oh, no, I can see light through it. Okay. So this is the one that I did the gold on top of him. That turned out cute. I like that. And I could actually go in and just lightly dab my finger in some paint, black paint or whatever color, and rub over the top of this, and it would fill this in and then wipe it off. I may do that on there. I just want to see if it's going to light up first before I do all that. We'll do Santa Claus next. Santa, we dusted him with like a silvery white on the inside on his little little thing here, and then red over the top. So we shall see what we have here. Oh, he turned out pretty cute there. Look at Santa. Oh yeah, he turned out cute. These are cute. They demold nicely. And I didn't spray any mold release in here or anything. Oh, I'll put this back in. I'm putting these back in. You guys can't see. That way I don't lose them. They're hard to put in. But you want them to be tight because you don't want them to... Okay, I'm just going to stick it in this end for now. They're in there, so that's cute. Here's our snowman family. I did them the same way with the silver, and then I covered them in green. So let's pull out our stopper. Oh, I like that. Silver with the green. That's pretty. And then we're going to do our reindeer, and he's another one that I'm worried about because I did him in white mica powder. And mica powder's a little more opaque than my color pigment. So we're going to see what we get. I did have to add a little bit of clear to it, so maybe I diluted it down enough that we can see what we get. His antlers here, I'm being really careful as I pull around. Take his little feet off here. Because these are pretty detailed. So when you peel them off, you want to be really careful. Alright, I almost got this little piece out right here. And then the back part there, yep, there we go. Got his antlers out. Did really good. I didn't end up with any overage. It was really, oh, that turned out nice. But I can't see light through it, so I'm kind of worried that I might end up not being able to see the light. Alright, it's already going to be a long video. Let me just demold these right quick. This one here, I'm not sure about this one. I don't know what, still don't know what it is. Alright. Yeah, I guess it's a star with a bow at the top. It just kind of doesn't look right. I don't know. Maybe I can embellish it later to make it look better. Alright, I'm going to set these off to the side here. I'm going to demold these right quick. These are just the regular ornaments. These aren't the ones that you light up. We have the silver and gold. This was because I made up too much resin and I didn't want to waste it. So I ended up pouring it in to here. This was the tree that I got carried away with on the gold. Still turned out pretty. And then these, I love these little things here. I did a set of these in blue already trying this out. I love the snowflakes. I have some bigger ones of the snowflakes too. So I am going to do like a set of snowflake ornaments, probably all different colors. Really like these. These are super easy to demold and they come in 3 different styles. Pretty with the glitter. Look at that one. I love that one. Alright. So quickly guys, I'm just going to put these in. So if you have any kind of issues with lights and you don't want to see this, you might want to do something now. Alright. Let's put this in here. Like so. Let's see what we get here. Put Santa in here. And when you get these how you want them, you could seal them with some UV resin down in there. Alright, here we go guys. Alright, can we see them? Let's see what we get here. Okay, I'm going to turn these off a blink. There we go, we're just going to put them on regular. Okay. So now I'm wondering, did I do these wrong? No, I could have sworn when I watched his video, that's how he did it. Maybe I should have... Maybe I should have put this... No, because then, how would you do that? Maybe I should have put this inside, like so. So it would have the light farther down in. Okay, maybe. I don't know. They do light up, but they only light up the top part of the ornament. So now what I'm thinking is maybe I should have put the piece down inside of the ornament. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Let's see. I'll show you here on this one. I'm going to turn off my light over here. Hang on. There we go. So you see it? Here's my little snowman. He's all lit up. But I think if the light was farther down in, plus it would keep them in there easier. Because I don't remember him doing that. So I need to watch his video again. But worst case scenario, if that's the case, then I will take these because this was just a trial and error. And I will turn them into regular ornaments or magnets. I could turn them into magnets. I have the magnets we can glue on the back, and we can turn them into Christmas magnets. And I will try this again. So I'm going to watch his video again. Steve, if you happen to see my video, I'm going to link you in mine. Let me know if I did that wrong. If these are supposed to go inside of the mold like so. So when you put it down, that makes more sense now that I'm looking at this. So then the light would be down to here in the mold, in the ornament. Does that make more sense? Yeah, I think that makes more sense. Alright, well guys, live and learn. We'll do this again, because I'm going to make a whole bunch of them for my craft show. I will show you them when I watch this video again to make sure I did it wrong. Bye guys.